Please come to order. Good morning, welcome. It's good to see a big crowd here today. This is great. The Commissioner of St. Mary's County meeting this date, Tuesday, September 16th, 2025. I am Randy Guy, President and Commissioner of St. Mary's County. I'd like to introduce the other commissioners. Sitting to my right, representing the 1st Commissioner District, which includes Ridge, Piney Point, St. George Island, Mr. Eric Colvin.
Good morning.
Representing the 2nd Commissioner District, which includes Leonardtown, Hollywood, Mr. Mike Hewitt.
Good morning.
Representing the 3rd Commissioner District, which includes Charlotte Hall, 7th District, Golden Beach, and Mechanicsville, Mr. Mike Alderson Jr.
Good morning.
Scott Ostra, who represents the 4th Commissioner District, which includes Lexington Park, Stonewall, California, Great Mills, Stonewall, Hollywood, is unable to join us today. Seated at the end of the dais is David Weiskopf, our County Administrator.
Morning.
On my immediate right is Julia Birch, our Recorder for today. Sitting at the table to my right is our Communications Director, Jenna Guzman.
Good morning.
Our video media production team is behind the glass. Please turn your cell phones off or on vibrate. When you come to the presenters table, please come down the center aisle, and remember, this meeting is being televised, so you need to speak clearly and directly into the microphone for recording purposes. In other words, look good. You're on live TV. Okay. Next, we have the invocation and pledge by Commissioner Hewitt. Please stand.
Dear Lord, we gather here today united in our shared purpose to serve our community. We ask for your guidance, wisdom, and clarity as we discuss important matters before us. Bless our efforts with understanding, patience, and discernment. May our words be kind, our decisions be just, and our actions contribute to the well-being of all. Grant us humility and compassion as we work together to make the best choices. We thank you for this opportunity to come together in this service. Amen.
Amen.
Please join me in the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Commissioner Hewitt. Next, we need the approval of the consent agenda.
Mr. President, we have one change on the minutes from last week. The meeting adjourned last week at 11:17 a.m.
Okay.
I made a note that said p.m., but that was
So
wrong.
as amended.
AM.
As
Yeah.
amended. Okay.
But I move to approve the consent agenda, which includes the minutes of September 9th, 2025, with that one addition.
Second. I have a first and second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it.
I move to approve the appointments to boards, committees, and commissions.
Second.
I have a first and second. All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Ayes have it. Thank you. Next, we have numerous proclamations. We'll start with the National Senior Center Month first, and then we go into the Constitution Week and St. Mary's County Library 75th anniversary.
Having joined the ranks of seniors, it's important to understand that, well, many of us always feel that, how did I get this old, or how do my children get this old when you think about certain things? It's wonderful to know that we have facilities like these senior centers for our seniors. I play cards on Mondays at the Elks Lodge with 3 people, and I'm the youngest at 72. My partner's 93, soon to be 94. One's 87, one's 86. All of them, I don't. The other 3 go to the senior centers, and they love it. They love the food. They love the camaraderie. They love the quality of life that these senior centers bring to St. Mary's County. Now, it was 10 years ago when we fought for the Garvey Senior Center to be upgraded, along with the Leonardtown Library. It was a good fight. It was a long battle, but at the end of the day, we did it, and we're really happy that the Garvey Senior Center, along with the Northern Senior Center and the Loeffler Senior Center, are there for our seniors. So this proclamation, whereas St. Mary's County is home to a growing population of adults ages 50 and older, and whereas the St. Mary's County Department of Aging and Human Services takes pride in providing a wide array of programs and services for this population, at our 3 senior center activity centers. 5 days per week to enhance the health, well-being, and fitness of older adults. And whereas the theme for this year's National Senior Center Month is Powering Possibilities, Flip the Script, inviting everyone to challenge the outdated perceptions of aging and senior center activities. And whereas National Senior Center Month is an opportunity to highlight the benefits of senior center activities and the value of their services in this community. Now, therefore, we, the Commissioners of St. Mary's County, do hereby proclaim the month of September as National Senior Center Month in St. Mary's County and encourage all citizens to celebrate the dynamic role that senior activity centers play in fostering creativity, connection, purpose, and resilience in older adults. This date, September 16th, 2025.
Good morning. I'm Lori Jennings Harris. I'm the Director of the Department of Aging and Human Services. So thank you, Commissioners, for recognizing National Senior Center Month. And one of the things that Commissioner Hewitt just mentioned is how the centers enhance the lives of older adults. That is our purpose. We call the centers senior activity centers because that's what they are, is to help people remain active and vibrant members of the community. And so we're very proud of the work that we do, and thank you.
Good morning. I'm Brandy Tully, Deputy Director with the Department of Aging and Human Services. I just want to take a moment to highlight the contributions of our staff. We have small staffs at the senior activity centers, but they are mighty. They come to us with their own talents and skills that they bring to the senior activity centers, but we are often asking them to learn new things so that our seniors can benefit from new types of programming and skills. So they are always learning new programs, skills. We have staff who are certified in Tai Chi and group exercise and art classes. So there's a wide range of programming at the centers. We also work with a variety of contracted instructors and many, many volunteers in the senior activity centers. So if you're interested in getting involved, maybe not as a participant, but maybe as an instructor, reach out to us. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Candace Nelson. I'm the division manager for the Senior Center operations as well as our congregate nutrition program. And the theme this month for this year's Senior Center Month is Flip the Script. And for us, we're always trying to flip the script on aging, so we're very proactive in our aging. We allow those 50 and older to come participate in our senior activity centers because we encourage everyone to be proactive in their healthy aging. So we do have evening hours at the Garvey Senior Activity Center, so those of you who meet that criteria, you can stop by after work. We have a fitness equipment, exercise classes. It's not just for those who are very old, and we're not a nursing home facility. We're very active and vibrant, and we do lots of exciting things. So check it out. It's more than what you might think.
Hi, I'm Marie Noella Terry, the Operations Manager with the Northern Senior Activity Center. Happy to be here this morning. Just remember, if you're telling anyone about senior activity centers, is that they fit into their lives however they need them to. Some people come for the day. Some people come for something specific. Some people run in and out just for a fitness class. Some people would like more socialization. So that's really why the senior activity centers are such a gem, because they're customizable and they're really appropriate and fit into people's lives however they need it.
Good? Okay. Well, it's always a good week to celebrate Constitution Week. Making sure we're on there. So Constitution Week 2025. Whereas the Constitution of the United States of America, the guardian of our liberties, embodies the principles of limited government in a republic dedicated to rule by law, and whereas September 17, 2025 marks the 238th anniversary of the drafting of the Constitution of the United States of America by the Constitutional Convention, and whereas it is fitting and proper to accord official recognition to this magnificent document and its memorable anniversary, and to the patriotic celebrations which will commemorate this occasion, and whereas Public Law 915 guarantees the issuing of a proclamation by the President of the United States of America designating September 17th through 23rd as Constitution Week, now, therefore, we, the Commissioners of St. Mary's County, hereby proclaim the week of September 17th through 23rd, 2025, as Constitution Week in St. Mary's County, and urge our citizens to study the Constitution and reflect on the privilege of being an American with all the rights and responsibilities which that privilege involves. Signed this date by all the Commissioners of St. Mary's County. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Stacy Park. I'm the regent of the Major William Thomas chapter of the National Society Daughters of the American Revolution. Our chapter was founded in 1917, and for more than a century, we have proudly served St. Mary's County. As part of the DAR, our mission includes patriotism, historic preservation, and education, and we have been proud to support St. Mary's County in all of these ways over many, many years. So thank you so much to the county commissioners today for helping us to celebrate this important document in our nation's history.
Introduce yourself.
Thank you. I'm Stacy Panay. I am the Constitution Week chairman. If you happen to go to the Lexington Park Library, be sure to check out our big library display there for Constitution Week. There is also another one in Leonardtown High School, and the teachers have been given posters to celebrate Constitution Week as well at Leonardtown High School, where I teach sometimes. So happy to be here. Thank you very much.
Well, at least introduce yourself.
I'm Carly Trost, and I am the registrar, which just means if you're interested in membership, I'm the person that helps you with all your genealogy research.
My name is Katrina Trost. I serve as the chapter secretary. My job is to keep track of the attendance and the calendar of events. That's all there is to it.
We're so happy to be here. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have library, St. Mary's County Library, 75th anniversary. I'm probably not an avid reader like many people. My wife has a book in her hands all the time, and she uses the e-readers a lot, and of course, what books she can get a hold of, she's always reading. But the library is a very important part of our life. For those of you that use it, we've got some great libraries in our county, and I've been glad to be a part of getting the one in Leonardtown built. It was a tremendous asset to us all. Whereas for 75 years, St. Mary's County Library has stood as a trusted place for learning, exploration, and community connection, enriching the lives of generations of residents. And whereas St. Mary's County Library has continually adopted to meet the changing needs of our community, providing not only books, but also multimedia resources, broadband internet, public access computers, technology training, and lifelong learning opportunities for all ages. And whereas St. Mary's County Library plays an invaluable role in promoting equity, opportunity, and civic engagement by ensuring free access to information, supporting workforce development, and offering programs and classes that expand knowledge and spark creativity. And whereas St. Mary's County Library continues to be a place of inspiration, imagination, and inclusion, strengthening our community through education, innovation, and connection. Now, therefore, we, the Commissioners of St. Mary's County, do hereby recognize and celebrate the 75th anniversary of St. Mary's County Library. We encourage all residents to join in honoring this milestone and to take advantage of this amazing resources and services provided by our library. This date, September 16th, 2025. And now I'll pass this on to Michael Blackwell, who's done a great job.
Well, thank you so much. It's my honor to be connected with the library on a 75th anniversary, and I hope I'll be around for the 100th. I want to first thank the county commissioners for all their incredible support of the library. They've been so vital for our continued growth and success, and the Leonardtown Library. If I've never been there, go look at it. It is a great library and a testimony to their efforts. I want to look around the county and thank so many people here. County Executive Weisskopf has been a great supporter. PIO Officer Jenna Guzman, fantastic to work with. Catherine from Human Resources, Vanetta from Finance, Bob Kelly from IT, Buffy from the Legal Department. Is anybody here from Transportation and Public Works? Yeah, you keep our buildings looking so good, and they're so heavily used, so we're just ever so grateful for all that you do to help support us as well. Most of all, to the people who use the library, thank you so very much. We do have some special anniversary events coming up. I just want to make sure you're aware of those. On October 4th at the Charlotte Hall Library from 2:30 to 4 p.m., we're having Read, Play, Celebrate, a celebration of literacy, especially for young people. And we're one of the first and most important of the sort of voices that do promote lifelong learning. At Lexington Park Library on October 11th, it's LexiCon. It's kind of like a Comic-Con. You'll see a lot of people dressed as the 50s. So even if you don't want to dress up, come on out and take a look. And finally, at Leonardtown Library, we're having our Diamond Jubilee. That's October 25th from 1 to 4 p.m. I will be there in colonial costume, and if you want to see something that's hilarious, please come out and laugh at me. Finally, our staff. There's something called a Net Provider Score, which measures customer satisfaction. The library is nigh unto perfect. We're second to none in providing service in this county. It's all because of our great staff, so I'm going to pass it along with thanks to our Deputy Director.
Hi, my name's Mary Ann Bowman, and I'm the Deputy Director, and I just want to thank everyone for being library customers. We had a record-breaking summer reading program this year. So many kids in the library enjoying the space and the programs, and we have an amazing staff, and I really thank them for all that they do. Just introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Mary Lee Russell. I'm on the foundation board for the St. Mary's County Library, and I'm a former Leonardtown branch manager, and I'm one of the ones of many, many that worked 10 plus years to help get that Leonardtown Library built. Thanks to the county commissioners and all of our supporters, that dream came true. And the Leonardtown Library with the Garvey Center is just a jewel for this county. So thank everybody who made that dream happen. And support your library foundation, because we support library programs and different things that are happening with the library system. So yay to 75 years.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Amy Dickinson. I am the branch manager at the Leonardtown branch, and I have been with the system now 5 years officially this month, and it's been an absolute joy to work with the staff and the people of this county. I do strongly encourage everybody to please come out and celebrate our Jubilee with us on the 25th. It's going to be a wonderful event full of fun and family activities, and we would love to see you there. Thank you.
I'm Amy Ford. I'm the branch manager at your Lexington Park Library, and I'm honored to have been here with the library system for 22 years. Our organization is constantly innovating with a spirit of service, and it is your place to learn and discover things and come in to have fun. So we really encourage everyone to come in, from our youngest citizens to our oldest. We have something for absolutely everyone.
Thank you. Okay, next we're going to have a county fair presentation. No? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look, right? I'm sorry. Uh-oh. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Sorry. I'm calling you too soon. Sit down, sit down.
I'm going to hand this to you to hand off.
We need to make an announcement. You have something to say here?
Yes.
You got it.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Matt Smith. I'm with Maryland Department of the Environment, Flood Management Division. I'm a stand-in for FEMA because they aren't allowed to travel right now. But I'm honored to be here to present this plaque for St. Mary's County to be joining the community rating system, which is a point-based system for higher standards in floodplain management. There are 147 NFIP communities in Maryland. Only 19 are in the CRS program. It's a heavy lift for any community to join CRS. St. Mary's County joined as a Class 7, which means that anybody within St. Mary's County gets a 15% discount on their flood insurance policy. So it's an honor to be here this morning, and I commend the floodplain management staff with St. Mary's County for doing the heavy lift to join CRS. So
Thank you, sir.
I'd like to,
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Here you go.
Hi, good morning. Jessica Andritz, Director of Land Use and Growth Management, and I'm joined by my staff this morning, and in a moment I'll have them introduce themselves. But one of the things that I'm particularly proud of with this announcement and the plaque is that we talk about affordable housing in the county and how what we can do in our county to make homeownership affordable and attainable. And this is certainly one of the steps that we've taken with the state and folks at the federal level to keep homeownership affordable. So with that, Stacy, if you'd like to start and introduce yourself.
Hi, I am Stacy Clemens, and I've been working on this project since 2017. Yes, so thank you.
Hi, I'm Amber Harding. I'm the building official for the county. I haven't been working on it since 2017, but it's been a while.
My name's Amanda Yao. I'm a planner I've been working on it for not quite as long as Stacy, but a few years. It was a lot of work, and we have a larger group than this. A couple that I'll just mention are not able to be here today. Courtney Jenkins helped lead this, the latter part of this group, and Carly Maltby also helped with a lot of the promotional materials, so they weren't able to be here today, so just wanted to mention them as well.
thing.
Now we'll call up the County Fair Board. Mr. Richardson.
Excuse me. Okay. Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning. Morning.
We are heavily involved in getting the fair ready, and I want to introduce our new president, because I'm not the president anymore. I'm the vice president, and I'm very happy to have Jay Farrell.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Congratulations, our new
Jay.
president, and he is going to take us from where we are today to places you have never seen before in the United States. And one of the things that that we got for this year's fair is a giant pumpkin. So come get your picture taken. It's over 1,000 pounds.
Wow.
Nothing like that has ever been seen before.
Wow.
It's
1,000-pound pumpkin.
It's crazy, and we've taken out special insurance in case it rolls over on somebody. It'll be, and we don't want a dog to bite it. It's got a couple more days before we bring it down to the fair, but you certainly want to see that.
Wow.
And
how many pies can you make with that?
Say again,
How many
please.
pies can you make with that?
Well, his plan is to turn it into a boat.
Okay.
And he has done that before with smaller pumpkins, and carve it out. It's not the best pumpkin for making a pie.
Yeah.
But it is exciting to see. Your presentations this morning with the senior center and of course, we're all here getting older, but the library has a sale of used books at the fairgrounds every year, every spring, and if you buy a used book for 50 cents, you won't feel guilty if you don't read it. You're okay, So they make a fantastic amount of money of selling used books, and it's one of the good things we do. We have so many different events at fairgrounds. I'm sure the Constitution ladies will be there giving out their sample constitutions as well, and something else for you to read.
We know she got a copy of it.
We're ready to go. So I've brought you the traditional T-shirt, and I'll let Jay say a few words, if he would. Do you have? Oh, you got your own microphone. Go.
Well, I just want to say it's an honor and a privilege to be here, especially this year as president. It's probably a very hard task to follow the big shoes that this man has set forth for the county over 40 years that he's been serving, and he's done a tremendous job. And he's paved a road that is very smooth to follow, and everything kind of falls in place. And and with that, I just want to thank him for his 40 years of service as president, and he's still kicking it in the helm and back. Oh, here's my dollar that he promised to pay me. But on top of that, also, I just want to say that it could not happen without the tremendous support of our volunteers, of our board and all, and it's a year-long process. It's not a 2 or 3 day event. This is a year of planning day. Every month we're working on something, whether it's improving the fairgrounds or some new events coming to it. And the good thing is we have something for the young, the old, and elderly, anybody. There's something at the fair that will interest them. We have a lot of events, and it's just a good good time for the county. It still promotes rural heritage and agriculture, and that's what our main goal is to keep that going for the county. And I think with the leadership that he's done inscribed on us, I think we're going to continue with that tradition. At least I hope so in my term, if they don't fire me or whatever. So I'll let you know Monday if I'm still president or not.
It's hard to fire volunteers.
Yes,
Let me
it
tell you.
is. Yes,
Very
it is.
difficult. But I want to thank you and Mr. Richards, everything you've done and continue to do, because we want to keep agriculture in our county as much as possible. No doubt about it. Things have changed a lot, and I know Mr. Richards' time has been 40 years of great agricultural achievements, and we've done well. And definitely thank you very much for all your time, sir. No doubt.
And I just want to thank the other county organizations and all for all their support, and the Lions Club and Rotary Clubs and all. It takes 4-H clubs. It's tremendous. It's just everybody works together to make it happen.
Yeah, my Lions Club does the gate on Friday.
Yes.
We look forward to that every year, no doubt.
So thanks again for your support.
Okay.
So we know that you all are continuously improving at the fairgrounds. Is there anything in particular we should look forward to this year?
Other than a 1,000-pound pumpkin?
Well, one of our new events, we've had it last year and all, and we're really pushing it a little bit this year, is our horse pull is one of our biggest events on Friday and Saturday night, and we have a mini pull on Thursday night. But this year on Friday night, we had it last year, but we're pushing to get a little extra this year, is a mule jump contest.
Mule jump?
A
Do
mule
you jump over the mule, or the mule?
The mule jumps over the jumps. It's a lead
A
rope.
mule jump.
But
That'll be interesting.
I travel to a lot of fairs, different states and all, and that is one of the events that has drawn a crowd, and I got to know some of the people involved with it, and they agreed to come down, and hopefully we have more this year. But come down and see it. It's on Friday night. It's probably going to be right around 6 o'clock or so, between 5 and 6, depending on the schedule, how it works out. And it's right before the lightweight horse pull. And last year the crowd had a really good feedback that they enjoyed it. So that's one new thing that we're really putting into it this year. So besides the pumpkin, maybe they'll jump over the pumpkin. Who knows?
Don't you also have some kind of a robotic demonstration?
Yes, we have a robotic demonstration that's coming in this year. So that'll be interesting to see how that all goes. Be
They're
new,
actually
new to all of
going
us.
to have a competition in the robotics area. So that's something new. But, last year was first year that we had a building devoted to county government agencies, and that was very well attended, and we appreciate your participation, because the support that you provide to us is critical to putting on a safe event for the public. So we look forward to another great fair. Even if we get a drop of rain, it won't matter. We'll be there.
Well, we thank you very much, sir. We have one more presentation to give to Mr. Richards before he fully retires from this president.
OJ, he's got 40 more years to go. You got to do 41, right?
Given Mr. Richards a lot of proclamations in the past, so this year we got a special gift for you. This is a St. Mary's County flag. Hopefully you can fly it at home or whatever. We're going to try to fold it up, but it didn't quite work that well. So we're going to let you fly it or pin it up on the wall, whatever you need to do with it. But we appreciate all the work you've done all these years. You and your wife have done a tremendous job with St. Mary's County Fair for 40 years, and we thank you so much.
Has it been that long, huh?
It's been that long. Is that right?
Yeah.
Good. Good. Okay.
I'll take it.
Okay, there you go. Is that mine? Oh, thank you.
Do you want to hold a shirt or your bag?
Just hold it.
The bag is good, but I'm going to flip it like this so we can see the county seal.
Need me to move this?
I think so. Okay, well, thank you. We're going to take a minute and present Years of Service Awards to all these fabulous employees. So happy to see you here. So thank you for coming, and thank you, commissioners, as always, for supporting our employees and for giving us this opportunity. It's my pleasure to present the Years of Service Awards. The annual recognition celebrates employees with 10 or more years of continuous service to the county. The employees being honored this morning have spent much of their professional lives as public servants, and every resident of St. Mary's County has been impacted in some manner by the good work of these individuals. Several county employees are here today to be celebrated for achieving years of service milestones, including those who have achieved 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and 45 years of service. So, how about that? I know. So we're just thrilled. We are truly humbled by the commitment of these individuals and thank them sincerely for their dedication to county government. Again, I'd like to thank the commissioners and especially thank Deputy Director Tracy McPherson of HR for all of her support for putting on this wonderful ceremony. Without further delay, for our recipients, if you please come forward as I read your name. And if anyone is here and I'm not reading your name, please join the group. We're working on RSVPs, are the people that we're calling. And for the audience, please hold your applause until the entire year group has been announced. And then for department heads and colleagues in attendance, please come forward for a photo once the group is assembled. So without further ado, employees who are here celebrating 10 years of service to St. Mary's County government include Sheriff's Office Senior Classification Specialist Adele Carter, Land Use and Growth Management Planner 2 AJ Cheney, Recreation and Parks Museum Specialist Andrew Ponte, DPW&T Program Manager Dylan Payne, Sheriff's Office Senior Admin Coordinator Heather Jones, Aging and Human Services Senior Office Specialist Helene Hunter, Sheriff's Office Sergeant Melissa Dodson, and Sheriff's Office Deputy First Class Michael Graves. Congratulations to you all, and thank you for the service that you've provided to the county. Jenna, may I also just interrupt for just a second, because we have the distinct pleasure of recognizing two of our commissioners who have also achieved years of service. Yes. We do. You get to sit up front. We have Commissioner President Guy and Commissioner Michael Hewitt. And any department heads and colleagues, if you'd like to come up and join, please do. And thank you, everybody, for your commitment and for your many contributions. Whoops, excuse me. Oh, that's great. What a great picture. I know, I know. Thank you, everybody. Yeah. Employees celebrating 15 years of service to St. Mary's County government include Aging and Human Services Deputy Director Brandy Tully, Sheriff's Office Support Services Administrator Christiana King, Sheriff's Office Lieutenant Corey Ellis, Sheriff's Office Sergeant Jacob Jones, Land Use and Growth Management Inspector 3 Leroy Owens, and Joel Goldsmith is here accepting on Leroy's behalf. And Sheriff's Office Sergeant Stephen Kirby. Congratulations to you all, and thank you for your many contributions to our community and to our organization. Thank you. And then again, any department heads and colleagues that would like to join for a picture, please do. Congratulations. Employees celebrating 20 years of service to St. Mary's County government include Sheriff's Office Sergeant Angela Delosier. There's a theme here. Sheriff's Office Sergeant Anthony Whipke. Sheriff's Office Corporal Sean Carberry. And Sheriff's Office Captain Sean So So if that doesn't tell you that the sheriff's office is a great place to work, I don't know what does, right? Congratulations. Yeah, I was going to say, any colleagues, anyone who'd like to join, please do. Yeah. So you can't hide, right? Oh, one more. Oh. That's great. Thank you. All right. Employees celebrating 25 years of service to St. Mary's County government include Recreation and Park Supervisor Christine Barber. 25 years, I know it. And IT PC technician Tom Van Cleef. Feels like yesterday, right? Yeah. Congratulations to you both, and thank you so much for your many contributions. Yeah, please, department heads and colleagues, if anyone would like to join, please do. All right, congratulations once again. All right. We have an employee celebrating 30 years of service to the county, Joseph Buckler, a manager at the Department of Public Works and Transportation. Congratulations, sir, for all your contributions. Yeah. Yeah, yep. Great. And I think we have several colleagues and coworkers to come and join, please. Congratulations and thank you. Two employees celebrating 35 years of service include Sheriff's Office Senior Classification Specialist Crystal Hayden. And then Department of Public Works and Transportation Road Foreman Joseph Abel. And the stories they can tell, right? Congratulations to you both for your service to our community. And colleagues and department heads, please come forward, and thank you. You can't hide. Thank you and congratulations. All right, 40 years. Ready? Celebrating 40 years. Equipment operator from Department of Public Works and Transportation, Wayne Herbert. Always with a smile on his face, no less. Congratulations. And again, if we could have colleagues and department heads come up and join, please. Thank you. And lastly, with distinct pleasure, celebrating 45 years of service, is Sheriff's Office Supervisor Debbie Zilak. Oh, please, and colleagues, please come join for a photo. Everybody, please. And Debbie, congratulations, and thank you for all your service. And Commissioners, that concludes our presentation, but congratulations again to all the employees. Thank you, everybody who came in to support, and help yourself, please, to refreshments. No 50. A couple years, I bet there will be. Thank you.
I'd go through 3 elections to get this.
And everybody leaves.
I'd go through 3 elections to get that done.
Ooh, nice pick.
Let them clear out a little bit here. Okay, we'll go right into County Administrator time.
Thank you, Commissioner President Guy. And as always, we'll start with the draft agendas for September 23rd and September 30th. On September 23rd, you'll start at your normal time and place, followed by 2 proclamations, one for National Service Dog Month and the other for International Underground Railroad Month, followed by a presentation for the 2026 legislative package position/vote, followed by County Administrator time, Commissioner time, and then closed session for litigation strategy, and then adjourn. On Tuesday, September 30th, you'll start at your normal time and place, followed by 2 proclamations, one for Homegrown School Lunch Week and the other for World Architect Day, followed by County Administrator time, Commissioner time, adjourn, and then at 6 o'clock, you will have the St. Mary's County CTP tour. And starting today is the Department of Aging and Human Services for the fiscal year 2026 Senior Care Grant Application and Notification of Grant Award, Director Lori Jennings Harris, followed by Rebecca Kessler. Welcome.
Morning, ladies.
Mr. Waskoff, good morning, Commissioners. So as just mentioned, this is the FY26 Senior Care application as well as the notification of grant award, which we have received from the Maryland Department of Aging. The grant award for this year is $188,845 for the term July 1st of this year through June 30th of next year. Services that we provide to older adults in the community, help them to remain in their home for a longer period of time, helping them to remain independent.
I always like when we can do the grant application and the award at the same time. It just makes it a lot easier.
It does, much more efficient. Doesn't happen that way usually, but it did in this case.
Now, see, there's what, 12,700 in county funds?
Yes.
And that's to pay for
So
fringe benefits?
that's to help with the entire expenses for the program. I don't know exactly offhand how that is allocated, but to cover the cost of the expenses for the entire program.
Well, it's still a good value when you're getting 188,000.
For sure.
Good. Well, I'll move to approve the Senior Care Grant Application and Notice of Grant Award for Project MD 2603 from the Maryland Department of Aging on behalf of the Department of Aging and Human Services in the amount of $188,845 and the related budget amendment, and authorize the Commissioner President to execute the related documents.
Second. I have a first and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you. And next up is also from Aging and Human Services for the Maryland Access Point Coordinator position grade correction. And Director Lori Jennings Harris is joined by HR Director Catherine Pratson. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you again, Mr. Weiskopf. So this is a correction to the position of the Maryland Access Point Coordinator. So it was incorrectly categorized, classified as a grade 6 when it went from an hourly position to a full-time position. So this is a request to just correct that error to make it a grade 7, which is consistent with the other coordinator positions in our department. We have the funds within our budget to make up the difference, which is $7,986. So this would be a correction going from a grade 6 to a grade 7.
Not opposed to it. I just, what is Maryland Access Point? What is that? MAP.
So the Maryland Access Point is one-stop shopping, so to speak. So our MAP location is in the Potomac Building, and that's a place where individuals can contact the staff there to inquire about whatever programs and services, not just for older adults, but people of all ages. And then if there are resources outside of our department that we can connect them to, then we do a soft handoff. So for example, someone comes to us for an inquiry about services that maybe DSS would be most appropriate to handle, then we do the soft handoff. So we don't just say, contact the Department of Social Services, because once people reach out to you, that may be the time to connect. So we connect social services on their behalf or in conjunction with them, and that begins the process of their connection to DSS.
So tell me, if someone believes or thinks they're eligible for services or like to see if they're eligible, this would be where they start?
They may start at the MAP office.
And how would someone know how to get contact with them?
They would call our department, the regular number. They can dial either 1050. I don't know the number for the MAP site. Ms. Kessler may, but they can start by calling county government and dial extension 1050. But there is an extension specific for the MAP site.
Where I'm going with this is I do have people who approach me about, well, they think they're eligible for something, they don't know, but they'd like to find out. So the way to start that is to say, hey, try our Aging and Human Services.
They sure may.
Division, and they'll be able to help you, at least point you in the right direction.
That's right.
All right, thank you.
It also does a lot with, I mean, I know it does a lot, but it also does a lot with long-term planning, right? Doesn't it? Like trying to help people that have questions about as they age.
So yes, so we receive all kinds of questions, even as an example. So yes, we can do that. Even if we are not the provider of that, then we feel confident that we can point them in the right direction. But we had someone call our department inquiring about the best way to get rid of fruit flies in their kitchen because it was an older adult. So the older adult thought she should call Aging and Human Services. So that's not something that we...
You don't deal with fruit flies?
We don't. But the staff member looked it up and provided some guidance. So,
Well, let me give you a specific example. I had someone reach out to me that's starting to deal with elder care. They have an elder parent who's approaching their 90s and been doing great all this time, and something just recently happened that caused them to need services. So they were asking me where to look. Did I know where to look? And I thought of you guys, and I did say Department of Social Services to start with, because I thought Alexis Voss in that group would be the correct one, but you'd probably be the correct one. Now that I'm thinking.
Either of us. I mean, I'm going to ask Ms. Kessler to come forward. She's the division manager for Home and Community-Based Services and provides oversight of the MAP site. But either, and I think we have a good working relationship with DSS. And if
you guys
yes.
Yeah.
So I can describe exactly what we would like people to know about our site. It is our Aging and Disability Resource Center for the whole community. We do want people to contact us at extension 1057 or 1058. We have 2 staff. The majority of the day, we have walk-ins 8 to 5. It's universal access for anyone who wants to come and obtain resources. So what we do is called options counseling. We sit and listen to what the needs are, the consumer identifying either for themselves or for the person that they are caring for. We serve caregivers. The majority of our contacts are caregivers calling for help, just for planning long term, whether that is home care or a very expanded list of needs, which may include other partners in our community, such as the health department or the Department of Social Services, or our licensed home care providers, our licensed assisted livings or nursing homes. So there's a broad array of services that people can find, and then they have options to choose what they want to do when they come to this place in life where they're no longer able to care for themselves or care for their loved one without help. So this is our first step. We want our community to know about it. We want them to call us. And it's a great navigation for people who are, I don't know where to start. Even if they're calling about gnats or they're calling about their lawn or snow removal, we're a really good navigation tool for our whole community to find a service or a program that we may or may not provide in county government, but we're happy to help them find where they are.
Okay, well, thank you. Yeah. I got a name and a number now.
Is this position filled currently?
It's currently vacant.
It's vacant, okay.
And that's why we took advantage of the opportunity to make the correction.
Okay, I was wondering if there's going to be a back pay component for someone who's already in that position.
Okay.
Well, I move to approve the correction to MAP coordinator position from grade 6 to grade 7 and authorize the commissioner president to execute the related documents.
Second.
I have a first and second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it.
Great. Thank you,
Thank you all very
commissioners.
Thank you all. Next up, from the Department of Finance, they're asking the commissioners to approve the calendar year 2026 commissioners' meeting schedule and the fiscal year 2027 budget calendar.
Holy smokes, 2027.
Just call it what it is, party planning. Most wonderful time of the year.
Well, good morning. Yes, here we are again. It's hard to believe, to be honest with you. So I'm here to present the calendar year 2026 Commissioners' meeting schedule and the fiscal year 2027 budget calendar, reflecting timelines and meeting schedules. Calendars have been synchronized, and we've also made contact with our partner agencies to make sure they're good and they have concurred with the dates. Our first date on here actually happens tomorrow. We're going to be releasing the CIP instructions to the CIP group when they meet tomorrow. Anybody have any questions about the timeline?
No.
Seems like the same one we've seen for quite a while. It hadn't changed much.
Yep.
I move to approve the calendar year 2026 commissioners' meeting schedule and the fiscal year 2027 budget calendar as presented and direct staff to circulate and schedule the meetings based on these calendars.
Second.
I have a first and second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you. And commissioners, that is all from County Administrator.
Okay,
Man, that was
then
quick.
we'll go right into commissioner time. We'll start with Commissioner Hewitt.
Oh, goodness. All right, thank you. Clean my stuff up here. Well, County Fair this week. You know, they talked about rain, but let's hope not. Lord knows whether it's the Oyster Festival, the County Fair, this time of year in Maryland's always a little iffy. We've had some beautiful weather, and Lord knows, got a lot of work done outside. I'm feeling, hey, pretty invigorated, but we need a little bit of rain. So, but County Fair, that's just such a special time. 4 days. If you have time, please make it. Hey, mule jumping. I never heard of it. I think I'm going to go. Have to see how high a mule can jump. I didn't think they could jump. FEMA made this presentation to the county today for work that our land use department has done to look at, I guess I have to call it climate resiliency or flooding. And we all know that we have parts of our county that flood. I mean, St. George's Island, there's a lot of areas that have that issue, and flood insurance is something that can be very expensive. So anything we can do to get a discount, 15%, is a good thing for our residents. And I want to commend our land use and growth management staff for taking that up and working on it and getting that designation that allows us to get that discount. Good work. Now, this weekend, the Hollywood Volunteer Fire Department Ladies Auxiliary is having a breakfast on Sunday morning from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. It's a all-you-can-eat type of affair. I go every time they have it, right after church, and always too much food. Great opportunity to support a very dedicated fire department, worthwhile group doing good stuff. So if your calendar permits, try to make it out Sunday morning to the Hollywood Volunteer Fire Department between 8 a.m. and 11. It's a great place to go right after church. I don't eat breakfast before church, but I usually get it after, so it's a great time to do it. Now, the last topic I'd like to talk about today is a little sensitive, and it talks to what's going on in our country today. And it has to do with this shooting in Utah, and Lord knows any type of shooting of anybody in this country is a terrible thing. But you know, it's kind of taken on a different discourse. It's taken on this idea of hate. And Lord knows we have no need, no time to discuss hate. Someone's hate isn't better than someone else's hate. And we've gone too far to the extremes. And some way to get us back to some degree of unity. Look, someone lost a husband, a father, someone who, and look, people have points of views, and that's the great thing about this country, is you can have your point of view. But Lord knows it seems to have gotten to a point now where if someone doesn't agree with somebody, that person is canceled out. I'm not going to call it cancel culture, but it's like if you don't believe in what I believe, and not me personally, but in general, this idea that somehow that makes you less of a person or not worth, your opinions are not as valued. That's wrong. That's a wrong way for us to go about it. It's a wrong way for this country. And Lord knows we see these shootings all over this country. I don't know if it's about gun control, but it's gun violence or whatever it is. But the key is it's just wrong and it's sad. And we should take some kind of internal look at ourselves, some introspective type of look and say, how can we be better people? And just to be sad for those who have lost their lives, those who have lost their loved ones, and try to make us a better country. Thank you.
Eric. Yes, thank you. So it was a busy weekend. There was a lot of stuff going on. I was all over the place. It was a lot of fun. Had to go back to work to get a rest. But on Saturday, we were able to celebrate Habitat for Humanity and one of their anniversaries. They do great work, and they're based down in Lexington Park, but they serve both St. Mary's and Calvert counties, and I think they built 22 houses to date. There's an education component. There's their restore there. Great job, Habitat, for all that you do. Thank you for having us there. And then Saturday was also able to go and celebrate the Cosmic Symphony's 30th anniversary. They said it was a birthday party for the Cosmic Symphony. It was a really great evening. It was a lot of fun. So thank you to them for having us there, and it was just really good. And then County Fair coming up. There is a lot of stuff that happens in St. Mary's County throughout the year, and I will tell you the county fair is my absolute favorite event. I love the county fair. It's so much fun. And it's good that they scheduled it for now because it had been getting a little dry and we needed the rain, so the county fair created the rain. That's how I view it. So it's good that we're getting some rain. The rain's going to clear out before the fair. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be a great weekend. So hopefully we can see you there. If you're walking around the fair, check out Commercial Building 2. That is the county government building now, and it's filled with just a bunch of different county government employees and partner agencies, and just a lot of, they always have some great activities in there. You might see a commissioner or two. You can throw eggs at them. It'll be great. It'll be a lot of fun. Just kidding. Don't throw anything at anyone. It'll be a really good time at the fair. Hope to see you there. They always do a good job with the fair, and just so much work goes into it, and support that goes into it from the Sheriff's Office, our emergency services, our Department of Public Works. They all do a lot to support it, and just other groups too. So thank you to all of them. Finally, I want to talk also about something that's a little bit controversial. School redistricting. It's, there's a lot of stuff we do up here that sometimes makes people mad, but nothing makes people madder than school redistricting. And the school system is undergoing this process now. They are officially calling it the Facility Utilization and School Boundary Study. Now, first off, the intent is not to make people mad. The intent is to ensure that we have the proper use of our resources and that every child is getting a good education. So that's a good thing. They have a very informative website, so check it out if you have questions, if you have concerns. Nothing is going to happen in the middle of the school year. There won't be changes until next school year, but there is a lot of opportunities for community participation starting at the end of this month, September 25th and 26th, at the Tech Center, both evenings. They're having some community forums. So if you're concerned or you're interested or you have some ideas, go join up and see what they're talking about, see what's going on. And it's important to note, and this is directly off of the school system's website, the Board of Education of St. Mary's County approves all final boundary decisions based upon recommendations from the superintendent, community input, and expert analysis from planning consultants. It's not the commissioners who decide this. It's the Board of Education. So it's all going to be okay. It's going to work out for the best, but stay involved, make sure your input is heard, and hopefully they'll get to a good place where our school system will continue to thrive and be a great place. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Mr. Alderson.
Thank you. So, like Commissioner Coleman said, it was a busy weekend. I started off my weekend a little early with Commissioner Ostro at one of his town halls. He decided to have one at the Northern Senior Center, so I figured I would show up, and I got a lot of good feedback. There was very engaged very engaged individuals up there with lots of concerns about the county. I hope we alleviated some of their concerns and definitely answered a lot of questions. And was really grateful for the opportunity to get up there and meet with that group. Saturday started off bright and early. Barbershop grand opening, Stevie's Barbershop. Ribbon cutting, best part of my job is opening new businesses. I was able to help them out. They got hung up a little bit with something in the process. I was able to help them out and helped to get them open, and it was fantastic to be out there. Unfortunately, I will not be using their services very often, but it's good to have a new business in the community. St. Clair West had a charity fundraiser for Helpful Hooves Equine Therapy, Tags and Bags, which was a car show and cornhole tournament. And at the time that I was there, 10-ish, 10:30. There were almost 400 people there when I was there. And it was a great event. Lots of beautiful cars. You know me, I'm a car guy. And so good to get out to that. Hit Longview Beach Homeowners Association meeting, which was a great meeting. Great to talk to all those people and to watch another organization go through their budget process. And it was exciting to watch that budget process, and I'm looking forward to seeing how things turn out with that. And it's the first time they've done a real budget for their community in several years, and I'm really looking forward to working with their board as they move forward on that. Finally, on Saturday, ended up at Cryers for the Clements Cuties softball game, and once again, huge turnout. I lost count of how much money they raised. Just the day of the game, I think there was at least $25,000 raised on that day. But the best part of the game this year is they did not have to add another angel to the outfield, which was awesome because they do that any time one of their kids pass, they get called angels in the outfield and get their a billboard put out in the outfield, and there was no new one this year, and everybody was extremely happy about that. It's real funny to see a bunch of grown men dressed like women with tears running their eyes when they're talking to the families that they've affected and giving such a positive turn of events to in such a trying time. Football, of course, is in full swing. Unfortunately, I think Washington got a little exposed on Thursday night. Maryland is getting ready to go into Big Ten play, so they'll start struggling now. But the most important thing is I won fantasy football this weekend, so I'm good with that. Fair weekend coming up, as evidenced by the rain. I hope to see a lot of people out there. I plan on spending most of my weekend out there. And I do want to finish up with the events that happened last week in Orem, Utah, regarding Charlie Kirk. And just a couple of things I want to say about that is Back in July of 1987, I was in MEPS at Lithcomb Heights, Maryland, Military Enlistment Processing Station. And I raised my right hand and I swore an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Last time I checked, that oath does not have an expiration date. And the Constitution is like the bedrock of our government, and is very revered document, and it's done great for all these years. And we need to be educated about that document and know what it says, and be better people based upon that document. And I'll leave you with this. It's a quote attributed to Voltaire. "I disapprove of what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it." So, like Commissioner Hewitt said, let's work on trying to be better people, be a little more tolerant of other people's opinions, and it does not have to require you actually having to harm somebody to get your point across. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, and capitalizing on that, what happened to Charlie Kirk is totally uncalled for. As a person, I spent 26 years in the Air Force on an air crew that flew around the world many, many times. And I can tell you right now, you're living in one of the best countries that exist at this time. There's no doubt in my mind. That's why I came back home here. St. Mary's County was good to me all these years before, and I was glad to return and be a part of it. And I'm very happy to be a part of it now. As a commissioner president, it's been a truly great thing. And we got to understand that everybody has a different opinion. Everybody's got one. So we just listen to them. And you don't have to sit there and you might disagree to a point, but discuss things. That's what we need to do, is be vocal about things, not be harmful in any way. We don't need to do that. It's not part of our Constitution. It's not part of our government. We don't need to do this. We just need to work together. Remember the power of the vote. If you got somebody you don't like, well, you can campaign against them, and you can vote. That's the big thing. That's what it's all about. And just because someone gets in there and you don't like their opinion or you don't like what they're saying, you don't have to listen to them, number one. But number two, you just got to be a part of your own decision making and gather information and make a good decision. But don't use such harm as this happened to this poor man. I think he was a very good Christian and had great values, and he listened to people and he formed his own opinion, but that's fine. We all got that. So let's make sure we do this again next time for everybody. County Fair coming up, great event. I'm looking forward to seeing this 1,000-pound pumpkin. I just can't believe it's that big, but wow, this ought to be something to see. But I'm not going to get too close to it. I'll make sure it's well positioned so it doesn't roll over on me. But it'd be exciting to see what this thing looks like, a 1,000-pound pumpkin. That's going to be an exciting thing to see. But we have great things at the fair to see this year and on. And remember, the parade is on Saturday. I think it kicks off at 10. Is that right? About 10 a.m. We'll all be in it. I'll be in there with my St. Mary's County straw hat on. So please come out and watch us all. I'm looking forward to it. With all that being said, I need a motion to move into closed session.
I move to enter into closed session to discuss legal advice.
Second.
Have a first and second. All in favor? Aye. This session closed.